Hello, Caitlin. This is going to be your how-to video on how to work with your gorgeous little girl. She is phenomenal. I love her to death. She does really great with her training. She really loves to train. She has a blast with it. Isn't that right? Oh yes. Oh yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we get very excited to come outside and train, which I love to see. So in the beginning, right now she is on place. This is kind of how we start out training sessions, especially to set up our phones to record to make sure we get everything on video, that way we can get it posted up to y'all. So she's on place. Place is home base. Place is where she can just be hanging out in the house if she's not in her crate. She can be hanging out on place. She can have a toy. She can have a bone. Bessie, place. She's like, right. She can have a toy. She can have a bone. But the rules for place are paws do not come off, and she does not put anything off, pretty much. Nose, anything like that. She's not allowed to crawl, to put her nose off. Bessie, sit. She's very interested in the cats coming from over the shed. Hi babies. So place is where a lot of things can happen. Place is kind of a neutral area. We hang out, we relax. It's a static exercise. Static exercises, she's like, why are they so close? What's going on? Place is a static exercise. She really likes to be active, so static exercises are a little bit harder for her, except for heel. Heel is still considered a static exercise, but she is moving, but she has to stay in the one spot. But place, you can do grooming and handling. She's like, oh god, they're coming. Oh, it's smelling my foot. What am I doing? Y'all go on. Bessie, place. Tap, tap. So in this instance, tap, tap, tap. She's like, right. Sorry. She's really interested in the cats being right here because the cats went in my tree pouch. But as I was saying, place, you can do grooming and handling. Nails, which are being done tomorrow, Missy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You can do nails. You can do baths on place as well. Just have her standing there, and this is where you can bathe. This is where you can groom. We're being silly. This is also a good place you can do a check over, like we do health and wellness. We check over, make sure there's no scratches. Oh god. No ma'am. Down. Thank you. Don't want her in my face. She still does get pretty excited about all the attention, so this is kind of where I do my health and wellnesses. Checking her over for scars, bumps, rashes, anything like that. Making sure she didn't get into any ants. Tap, tap, tap. Down. She's like, I'm sorry, my hair stuck too open. So that's where this can also be done in this situation. So she does get very excited when all the love is on her and she's getting loved all over. Down. You must. So here, down. Turning up the level. She has a must key in her obedience. Must key is, I know she knows the behavior. She's proven it thousands of times. So she has to do it. But she's like, I'm sorry, I'm tired. We went to Lowe's today. She is pretty exhausted, so we're not gonna go full on out. But this is just kind of a video explaining how to work with her and how to, oh, I'm sorry, I stepped on you. And how to manage her training, how to train with her. That's a bird. And how to keep up with that. Fun games to play in between. And also how to fix little mistakes. In our form of training, hi babies, we really like mistakes. Mistakes are actually something really good in the training system because it shows us where the dog might be struggling or they might need a little bit more help. The two reasons a dog will not do is there is a lack of motivation or there's confusion. And confusion can happen. Will you please move? Confusion comes from when a lot of dopamine is produced. So when the dopamine is produced and she's here, place, this, that, and then she's like, wait, and she overthinks and then she starts to get confused and starts offering something. And that's when we step in and help. In the form of training we help as much as needed, but as little as possible. Especially with dogs who have been with us for the whole training program. And nothing's rushed. Tap, so she wants to go off and smell and do Bessie things. No, we do not. We do place. So I'm going to reward. She really likes Red Barn. Right. So with that confusion is when we step in and help. But we don't want to help too much because then they start, oh, if I don't do this, Mom's just going to come over here and help me. Whatever. And they start pushing. So that's when in our training system we add in the muskie. So I raised the pressure and added in the muskie because she knows the behavior, she knows what she's supposed to be doing, and she knows how to do it. But there are times when dogs are like, I don't want to do it, and that's the lack of motivation. So anytime she is not in her crate, she is out with you, she's wearing her e-collar, you will have your gear on, which is a treat pouch, her e-collar set up, and stuff like that. But so her commands are place, here, heel, sit, down, and feed! Yay! Yay! Place. Good girl. And so those are the commands, especially, and then there's also crate for when she's going inside. But those are her commands when training. Free. Free. She's like, yay, I like being free. So free means she is off to do whatever Bessie wants to do. She can run around, she can play with toys, she can just kind of smell everything. That's completely fine. When they are free, we're not doing anything, but we as the handler also end free. Bessie, place. We decide when free time is up because in a training session, I might give her free and let her romp around for a minute and then catch her attention by giving her a command. Here. Good. So she was kind of sad I sent her back to place, but that's fine. Place. Good. Oh, I'm sorry. That's on me, I'm sorry. So right there, I accidentally stepped on the leash and that added a little bit of confusion because she was like, wait, you just told me place, why is there pressure? Sorry, Mom. So when it comes to that, so, and in confusion can happen with sits and downs. So we rewarded heavily for down because pitties do not like to do downs. They don't, for some reason, pitties don't like their elbows to touch things. So we rewarded heavily for down. So sometimes if you say, Bessie, sit, she does this. I use my leash, sit, upward pressure, sit. She wants to down, I said, nope, sit. Good. So that's when I help. But I'm not always free. Bessie, place. Sit. Sit. Oh my goodness, 1 second. Fell in the dirt. Take that off. The wind's kind of heavy. But so that's when we step in and help in situations like that. So that's when confusion can happen because downs was rewarded. What? It's in your ear. I'm sorry. Down was rewarded so heavily that sometimes sit is like, oh, this means this. Nope. So we step in, help, and reward. You all? She's like, I like those fingers. And so that's an instance we help, and that has happened with Bessie quite often. Here. So when things like that happen or when she's making a mistake with something, we do repetitions of it. So this way, Bessie, place. Sit. Good girl. We're setting her up for success. Place. Sit. Good. Place. Good. Down. Yay! And I can throw in a little bit of something else. Sit. And make her guess. Because she doesn't know now, she doesn't know if I'm going to do sit or down. Place. Down. So it's a game. We make them think. But so if they're struggling with something, place. We do repetitions. With the repetitions, and we reward quite often. This way, it's creating the reward to be valuable for that as well. Sits are valuable to her, but not as valuable as a down, she sees it. Because like I said, downs were rewarded heavily, and sits, she came in knowing sits, so we were like, okay, situations like that is when we step in, help, and then as you see, she starts to understand it. We start doing the reps, and then we can throw in something else to make sure she's actually listening and actually understanding. Because if I was to do place, here, place, down, place, here, place, sit, she's like, which one do you want, lady? This way I can know, say she was struggling with the sit. Bessie, here, sit, good girl, place, down. Good. So I can throw in something else to make the game a little bit more fun, so it's not just, yeah, she's gonna send me to place, sit. She thought about doing a down because that's what she just did. So I don't want to place, I don't want to do something based off memory. Because when we're playing Simon Says, when we're training with our dogs, they start to show us a pattern that we overuse. So when you're training, you can't always do place, here, place, sit, heel. Place, here, place, sit, here, heel. You can't do the same, I know that wasn't the same pattern, but you can't always do the same thing. Because then the dog won't, they'll enjoy it, but it's gonna be easy. You want it to be fun and keep them guessing. That's what Simon Says, because I'm Simon, she never knows what I'm going to say or what I'm gonna ask. So the more curves we throw in, the more she's like, oh, this is fun. I should really pay attention. What is she gonna do next? She might tell me down, she might tell me here, she might tell me heel. Which one is it gonna be? She never knows. So we wanna keep her guessing. That way she's truly working, we know she's truly understanding, and not just, yeah, this is my routine, this is what they always do with me. Right. Down. Here. Sit. Down. Here. Heel. Place. Wow. Here. Place. Here. I almost stepped on your leash again, girlfriend. So this way, I'm throwing in everything. Here. Heel. Sit. Place. Place. Here. She told me I do place here too much. She just pointed that pattern out to me. So, as I'm training with my dog, Bessie, here. Here, come on. Here. Here. Yeah. So right there, she was dedicated to her play stay. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not going to punish or correct for dedication. But, so right there, she showed me my pattern. In that little cycle, I did place, here, this, way too much. And I know it's hard because there's only a certain amount of commands, there's only select few. But when we're training, some of it can be the same. But we do want to keep her guessing and keep her engaged. Bessie, here. Heel. Down. Heel. Down. Heel. Sit. And I'm moving at a pretty fast pace. Heel. 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 She thought I was going to send her to place. Down. Here. Good. So right now I'm keeping her guessing and keeping her attention. Place. When I'm training, I want her attention, especially when in heel. She doesn't have to be looking up at me 24/7, but when she is looking at me, I do reward because I love the fact that she's showing me that she is paying attention to me, to my body, and paying attention to her work. So, Simon Says, give you a little demonstration. Bessie, here. Heel. Heel. Sit. No, heel. So when she's heeling beside me and I say, sit, she shouldn't swing out. You just did all of this at lows. Why are we doing place? Place. Second guess. Sit. Come on. Sit. Ooh. She's like, I don't want to. Sit. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sit. healing, if she's not paying attention, heel. Take a left turn. Heel. She runs off. Heel. Heel. In left turn, she should not touch this leg. So when we're turning, Bessie, heel. Pick this up since you're being lazy because you're tired. Heel. There she is. Heel. So I'm tapping before I turn. Heel. Keep her nose off the ground. Heel. And then I turn. Heel. Sit. Heel. Place. So, when we are healing, anytime you want to come to a stop, we say sit with the stem, take 1 to 2 more steps, and then stop. When we do that, we are giving them a warning, because we can't just sit and automatically stop, because she's going to be like, whoa, she didn't have time to fully process. So when it comes to those turns, we always want to warn, and the same thing with stops. We want to warn with the stem, saying the command, and letting them do as they've had a minute to think. So if it was Bessie, heel. Sit. Heel. Giving her that warning and giving her the chance to think. Heel. Sit. Heel. Sit. Good. So I'm giving her that warning so she understands what I am asking. Place. She's like, oh, there's cats, Diana. This is a disgrace. So those are the times you give a warning. When you're training, you do not have to stem every single time. You can stem every 3 out of 5 commands. So, Bessie, down. I stem there. Bessie, here. I did not stem. Sit. Did not stem. Nope. Nope. Sit. Heel. I stemmed. Sit. Stem. Heel. No stem. Oh, sorry, Bess. I did not see you there, Mama. Heel. Stem. She had her nose to the ground. Heel. Stem. Sit. No stem. I know you're right. Heel. No stem. Bess. Down. Stem. Free. And when you say free as a command, you do not stem ever. Free is just, hey, go be free. Go do something. Place. Don't mess with the baby. Down. I stemmed. The first time when I said down, she didn't do, so I held my stem down until she started going into a down. So that is continuous pressure. Hi, Nugget. And that's also adding in that muskie. Bessie, don't play with her. She's not a toy. She's like, yes, she is. She runs. So that's how you do her obedience. And so we have 3 ways to reward. Bringing to her, room service. Here, click, click. She's releasing from the behavior. So if she's place. I click her. I use my clicker and click. She knows what that means. Click means food. Click means come to me to collect your reward. Make sure I don't step on a cat. Sit. Good catch. So there's that. And then the third one is a jackpot. The jackpot is what we do at the end of sessions. I'm not going to do that with her because she got a jackpot at Lowe's, so it'd be a ton of food. And I need her to eat tomorrow for us. So the jackpot is when they get everything in your treat pouch. When you're training, this video is longer, but when you're training, you only need to train for about 5 to 10 minutes. It doesn't seem long, but the dogs get mentally and physically exhausted because it's a lot to think and it's a lot to do. Right, you're free. Yay! Right, say this is hard work, Mom. Hard work. Bess, don't play with the cats. Place. And so they should only last about that long. I want you to set a timer when you train and try to beat that timer. Training with her is very easy, but at home she is going to try things. She's not going to respect you as much as she respects us. Because at home she's used to doing whatever she wants and she's used to Bessie's rules. Say shut up. She's used to Bessie's rules, so when she gets home she'll be like, oh yay, my rules again, I don't have to do this. No, at home she must, and she must respect you. It's going to take a little bit, but she must know Mom knows the rules and the rules are applied. And then in this, I will also show you a couple tricks with her. Come here, free. Bessie, ramp. No, cheater. Ramp. So she knows ramp. Sometimes she shoots off of it. That's a cheat. With weave, I guide her through my leg. Sit. Very serious. So, when I do, I open my leg and say, weave, bring my hand around, weave, click. Sit. Can you face the front? Sit. So, little sideways demonstration. She doesn't want to sit straight. She's already knowing. So with this, sit. Come here. Sit. There, you're front. Weave. So if I don't put my hand down, that's what happens. She gets confused because she doesn't know exactly what it means. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. So I do this. Weave. Under. Weave. And click, click as she's coming around my leg. Sit. Yes. Sit. Sit. Weave. Good. Weave. So when I do it, I'm going like this, bringing my arm where she can see it under. We're swinging around with this one. She sees this one. I don't have to dip down as much when I'm going for this one. Bess, weave. Whoa, whoa, come here. Slow your rope. Slow your rope. She's very excited. Sit. Good. Weave. Weave. And that's a couple things about Miss Bess, but working with her besides place. Just maintaining her obedience and adding in her muskie, she's gonna do just fine. She will try and push sometimes. She tries to get away with things. We do not let her get away with things, I mean. When she's at home, hold her accountable for every little millimeter. She knows her obedience. She knows what she's being asked. But there are times when she brushes it off like, I don't have to. Yes, you do. You must. Right, babies. But she's a good girl. She knows her stuff. She really loves doing obedience. She's like, can I please go back to my nap? Yes, you can, babies. She knows her obedience. She loves doing it. She has a blast. It's a really fun game for them as they see it. To us, it's really nice to have, but to her, it's a game. It's a game that happens in everyday life. She saw it happens out in public as well, not just at home or in a home environment as here. It happens everywhere. And she knows she has to respect it, and she knows what's going on, so don't let her try and overrun you. You have the power, and she just listens. You're exhausted, babies. She's gonna do awesome. She's an amazing little girl. She's very smart, willing to learn anything. She's very, very happy to please her handler. She loves doing the right thing.